Hello guys, today is February the 9th. We have officially hit day 145 of gestation for Charlie. I got dust blowing in my mouth. It is super windy and I believe that I'm not feeling ligaments on her. So we've got her in here in the stall. This tarp that I put up keeps continuously blowing loose, so we're going to set the camera right here, and I'm going to put a couple of screws and boards in here and steady this up. That will keep it more in place, steady for her, so it's not so noisy. Okay, now that we have our tarp taken care of, it's still a little loose. It's an old tarp, but at least it's not quite flopping and it's not completely loose. But now we're just gonna kind of watch Charlie over here for a little bit, kind of see how she's doing. I've been trying to watch through my barn cameras, which is how I noticed when the tarp come loose and it scared the daylights out of her, and I'm pretty sure that she was, you know, kind of in a relaxed laying down position at that point in time. But hi baby. Sweetheart. Hello guys. Today is February the 11th. I have been at an archery tournament with JC. She's had an archery tournament every Saturday since, I think, since this year started. So we have, I've been keeping an eye on Charlie, of course, and I knew she was going to have babies at any point in time, and I missed it. She had her babies about, roughly, I would say 7 o'clock this morning. I checked my barn cameras at 8 o'clock when Letty got up this morning, and she had them already. So we're in the feed room right now. It is about 5 or 6 o'clock in the evening. I'm really not sure what time it is. But Charlie is still dragging around her placenta. And of course, I've been gone all day that I've not been able to take care of it. But I'm home. So what we're going to do is we are going to tie up the placenta that is hanging to give it a little bit of weight. And I have consulted with my vet, so do not follow my directions on what I'm doing for retained placenta. This may not be retained just yet. It might not, you know, it's just kind of hanging in there or something. She's still acting normal and everything, but I'm going to give her a shot of LA-200 as an antibiotic and as a precaution against infection. And hopefully there's no issues. You know, that this will come right out and won't be a big deal. Hoping just tying it up and the extra weight will, you know, pull it on out of there. She did end up also, she had triplets, and when I came out here first thing this morning, one of the triplets did not make it. It was still completely covered in the sack that it was in, which is one of the reasons that I try to be here and available for all of my goats when they have babies. And of course I wasn't here for this one, and we did have a loss. I don't know if it was stillborn. The back legs were uncovered, but the whole I mean, other than the back legs, the whole body, the head and everything was still covered, which kind of leads me to believe that it's a stillborn, but I just don't feel confident in saying that. That's kind of why when they're born, I like to at least get them up and help mama get the you know, sack off of their face. And I wasn't here to do that, and so I don't know what else I could have done differently at that point. I know it's dark. It is getting dark here. I mean, I'm just getting home, so I can only do what I can do. I'm going to shut the camera off for just a minute and get a light set up in here so I can see. I'm also going to feed Charlie some grain. And I'll get in here and show you her other. She did have another buck and another doe. And the baby that passed was a buck. Blake is the sire to these. Our first Blake babies for the year. Hopefully we've got some more of those coming. We'll see. Okay, so here's before I show you the babies, here's the deal on what's going on with Charlie. You can see she's got the placenta just kind of dragging along back there. So we're going to tie that up to where it's not touching the ground. Here is our babies. Hello, little ones. Of course, they are both horned, but I do think they both have blue eyes. Charlie has blue eyes, Blake has brown eyes. And they're very cute. She's got her mama's little frosted ears. But I'm going to, I definitely did not, if you've been following along, I did not suspect that she had triplets in there. I really didn't even think that she had twins in there this year. So coming out to find the third one was definitely a surprise that I was not hoping for. But where, baby? Here, you eat your food. This is very hard to do in the dark. Charlie, hold still. Okay guys, I don't know if you could see any of that. And here's what we got going on. I did have to put 2 knots in it to get it off the ground. I mean, it doesn't have to be off the ground that far, but that's just kind of what happened. We'll come back and check on her tomorrow. Hopefully that falls out through the night. And I'll get you a baby update. It's kind of getting a little chilly. So the babies are, you know, tucked away, going to bed. I gotta get the rest of my feeding done for nighttime, and it is getting dark that you can't see anything. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the video for today and pick it back up tomorrow. Hello guys. Today is, why do I always do that? I start my videos and then the 12th. Today's the 12th. JC's over there playing on the goat toys. I just wanted to give you a Charlie update and with her babies. Here's the little buckling. We did move them outside. Last night is when I tied up Charlie's placenta and gave her an antibiotic shot. As of this morning, you know, that did go ahead and drop. So no concerns there. But we wanted to, it's 53 degrees currently. We wanted to get her babies out in the sunshine and let them stretch out. And I mean, just sun is always good for babies. So we're letting them get out and play. It's been a process with her, but very minimal. If that's the worst that you know, that goes on, then don't chase my goats around. What are you making Cassidy stiffen up? The baby. She's after a baby bunny. Hey, come back. I went back to baby goats. Charlie, can I get closer, baby? She's a little mad because we moved her. Come here. Hi, babies. Hi, babies. I love both of these babies. This one, this little doeling is going to be pending. I don't know if we'll retain her or not. I won't make that decision until my last 3 does kid, because they are all 3 possibly show quality babies, which so is this one. So she's behind me, eyeballing Penelope. So as bad as I hate to, because I've already retained 2 and I really only need to keep 1 more, but with the 3 that are possibly due, which is all 3 of them I really like, so these last 3 does are going to be hard on me to make my decisions. But hi, cuteness. Hello, cuteness. So I hope you enjoyed this one. We'll see you on the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye. Yes. Penelope, get down. Alright, guys. So, here's an update. Here's Charlie's babies.
Come on. Come on.
Here's Charlie. So we have the bottle. Honey, I just fed them. They don't want any. So this morning, of course, Charlie's been doing really well as far as yesterday when she dropped her placenta. She ate her food. She was up and down as normal, you know, as far as up to feed the babies, going to eat hay, you know, things like that. Sunning with the rest of the goats, you know, and actually laying down when they were all normally laying down. This morning she was laying down, didn't want to get up, and didn't come to eat her breakfast or anything like that. So the first thing I did was call the vet, and I told him, because I assumed that she had retained placenta. He did so we're back from the vet appointment. He did an ultrasound on her. There's a lot of fluid, but nothing gunky is the word he used. That would mean she wasn't necessarily cleaned out, or that she had specifically retained placenta in her. But he did say that she was borderline ketosis, which I don't have full knowledge of. I've heard the term, I know about it. I believe it's her sugars in her blood, in her body, are too low for her body to function properly, so she's not basically absorbing any of her nutrients and things right now. We don't need water in it. Hello, baby boy. Hello, baby boy. So leave her alone. Penelope thinks the babies are toys. Hi, baby boy. Yes. Mommy's right there. Mommy's behind you. So he is giving her, or he gave me to give to her. They're all right. They'll come back. Shots of oxytocin to get her to contract more and to release a lot of fluids that she has. That the IV is in her neck for me to give her dexamethasone, and well, that actually goes in the muscle. But I got dexamethasone to give to her, the IV for me to actually give her IV something. I'd have to look at my thing. I don't remember. Got to give her something in her IV, and of course glucose orally in her mouth, that way. So that's what's going on with her. He did expect a full recovery, that there shouldn't be any issues. He did say it was perfectly fine to leave her babies on her without any issues. I did go ahead, just in case they have to end up being on a bottle, and to ease Charlie's burden right now because she is contracting from the oxytocin shot, that she's not getting up to feed them, or hasn't, at least since we left the vet. But we've literally been home like 15 minutes. I did go ahead and feed the babies a bottle, just to kind of fill their tummies and keep them content until Charlie can give them their next meal, which I'm sure she will do, but they're good for, you know, at least a couple hours without me having to worry about them. Easy, don't hit a baby. Oh, easy. Oh my goodness. She found a big old stick. Come here, babies. Come on, babies. Come on, babies. Come on, babies. They have no idea what come hither means or anything. 2 days old, and they've already been to the vet's office. Of course, not for them, but... Alright, I will keep you updated on Charlie's progress. Just wanted to kind of give you an update. This will probably be a long video for her, and it didn't end when I was hoping and expecting it to. So, we'll keep going. Bye. Hello, guys. So the first thing that you probably notice about this video is that I have bottle babies. And that is because we lost Charlie. She started off, I don't know what I have recorded, so just kind of to start off her story. She delivered these babies on Saturday, and she did not drop her placenta within like an hour or so after birth. I spoke with my vet. He said, you know, anything that was hanging, dragging the ground to tie up, which I had already done, and we did give her an antibiotic shot just in case she retained anything long term, to get the, you know, antibiotics in her system. From there, Sunday, she had dropped her placenta, so it was a little over 24 hours. And Sunday she was good. Sunday was nice and pretty outside. So I took her babies and her, and we turned them back out in the herd. Sunday was good. Sunday evening was good. No problems. Monday morning, she was not wanting to stand and was not eating her food, her breakfast. And so we immediately called the vet and took her in. We were there for a couple hours. Come here, you gotta come a little closer. He did an ultrasound of her uterus and of her abdomen, he said. And there, at the time, there was no hemorrhaging, no extra blood anywhere. There was a lot of fluid in her uterus, which they flushed out. And she did not have retained placenta, he did not believe. She did not have preg tox, but she did have borderline ketosis. But the way he talked, we expected a full recovery. So he sent us home with, you know, a ton of meds. We had dextrose and glycol that we were going to be giving her. We had dexamethasone to give her, and oxytocin shots to help clean out the extra fluids, and just normal bits and pieces that would be from delivery. I was supposed to give her next dose of meds at 8 o'clock, and by about 7:30 she had passed away already that evening. So I did not want to make this video until I talked to my vet to kind of get his input on things. Their phones were out Tuesday and he was out of the office Wednesday, so I had to wait until today, which is Thursday, to be able to do an update on what we think happened. And he believes that it was possibly an aneurysm or that she did end up hemorrhaging from the oxytocin shots trying to help clear her out that we had gave her. But he said at the time, you know, doing the ultrasound, she did not have any hemorrhage issues at that point. You know, he was able to clearly see the ultrasound would have shown, he said. But it's possible the oxytocin shots, you know, causing her to push longer, you know, that it was causing a strain on her excessively, that she did end up hemorrhaging after the fact. So we're not necessarily sure what had happened, but we did lose her. Oh, yeah, sucked a little bit of air there, didn't you? So this boy is her little buckling. He already is sold. He'll be going to New York along with some others that I have. So he'll have friends and company. And then this little girl, I believe we're going to retain her. Don't know what we're going to name her. Yeah, not sure. But she is going to be staying with us. Yes, I know. I know. Yes.